Umu and Sharifa, we can bring everybody back. Thank you.
Okay, Alan.
Thanks.
Oh, by the way, Dr. Faiz, put in the chat that he cannot turn on his microphone.
Oh,
That's why, yeah.
Got it.
He tried, but the microphone was not detected.
Oh, it's not working. Does he have another device?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Does he? If he doesn't use his laptop, can he use his phone, for example?
I'm not sure, but you cannot see the chat box, is it?
No, I can't see the chat box.
Okay.
All right, people are coming back in. I think some people were stuck in limbo, coming back in. Umu, you've pressed the button to bring everybody back, right?
Yes. So I think the breakout room now is closed. So everyone should be here already.
Hey. There seems to be people missing. I think we're having a nightmare with Teams today. Absolute nightmare of Teams.
Thank you to the trainer and participants for being so patient with Teams today.
Okay. We had a lot more people, right? Didn't we? We had 20 something.
Yeah.
Before we went into the rooms. Oh, now we have 13. Okay, slowly. Okay.
Should we just continue first?
Hello. I can't see very well. Hello, I can't see you very well. I'm sorry. Can you speak up?
Right, this looks like this is everybody. Okay. Let me reveal. So who's the spokesperson for the group in room 2? Aya's group, I believe.
So that's me. That would be me.
What are your group's similarities and differences?
So I think most of us tend to be more comfortable with individuals who are close to us. So their perception of us is more of extroverts, where in fact we tend to take time, try to understand the environment and then speak up. Some of us do take their time and speak only when necessary. I think some of us more or less feel that the scale is not exactly reflective of our personalities or our perception of ourselves, and so what we align with is basically we kind of we're flexible, so we can be extrovert at times and then be introvert at other times. What else? I think some of us are more experienced than others, and so they have more control of how, or they have more leadership skills, and this allows them to understand their environment very well and contribute when necessary. So I think that's pretty much it.
All right.
I think also, sorry, I think most of us are more on the informal side.
Yeah.
We tend to.
All right. Majority of everybody is in this group. Your style of communication is a supportive style. You're all about people. You're all about feelings and people and togetherness and relationships. That's who you are. You are accepting, you're cooperative, you're friendly. The other quadrants may see you as maybe you're a little bit weak, maybe you're indecisive, maybe you're wishy-washy, maybe you're very complex, very feelings-based. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing. This is just who you are. So you love to hug people, you love relationships, you love people, you love togetherness. This is your style. And I know the scales may be a little accurate, inaccurate, these kind of things. So later on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this document. You redo this again in your own time. And you may be able to find out something about yourself that's different. Because sometimes when we do this quiz, in the moment, we may be in a particular mood. And it affects where we are in this quadrant. However, right now, you're in the supportive style. You're all about people and feelings and togetherness. That's you. And I've got a song for you, actually. You play a song. This song is very, very you guys. Hang on. So that's your song. People that are in this quadrant, this is your song. These songs really resonate with you. The lyrics really resonate with you. What Adele sings, it really connects with you. You're about people, you're about relationships. Anybody agree? Anybody disagree? People that are in this quadrant.
I don't really like that song, Alan.
Okay.
My type of song is like It's My Life by
Oh. So, hang on. Can you switch on your camera quickly?
Hold on. Oh my. Can you see me?
No, I can't. Okay,
Hmm.
I see you. Right. Yeah. What was your score again?
The first one is 3.3.
Yeah.
The second one is 3.2.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
In this moment, this is the quadrant that you're in. I mean, of course, not all the songs will be suitable for everybody, but
Okay.
songs with a lot of. It's My Life is also all about feeling. It's my life. It's now or never. I think that's the lyrics. Life is not something about life is not going to last on forever. Something like it's all about feelings.
Yeah.
Feelings. Yes. Okay. So you guys are in the supportive style of communication. And next up, Jennifer, where are you? Jennifer, what are some of your strengths and weaknesses?
So I'm slightly more formal than the previous group, and I think this is sometimes a good thing because I have a clear structure. People know what their roles are. Everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing, and that I see as being sort of like my professional view of how it should be. But maybe I'm not so touchy-feely, so maybe I'm not so approachable. Maybe this could be a barrier to some staff coming to me with problems. So I have to be aware of that as well. So I think that's sort of where I am. But I'm pretty easygoing. That's how I see myself, and that my score was easygoing. So when people get to know me, they're not afraid to approach me. But maybe the new staff joining maybe take some time to get to know me because of the perceived formality. Yeah.
Thank you, Jennifer. You are in the analyzing style. So just now we had the supportive style. Supporters are all about feelings and relationships. Analyzers, very in the head. You're very thorough, exacting, you're persistent, you organize things, like what you said just now. However, some of the weaknesses, just telling you these, you can be apathetic. Some people may say that you're boring, you're picky, you're stubborn. Some people may say that. And because you're in your head a lot, some people may say that you like to clam up. You don't really talk about your feelings. You'll clam up or you'll avoid. You may do something like that. However, you're very here. So you're very thoughtful of people. You plan everything out. You make sure everything is very, very well planned. And now I have a song for you too. Yeah. When I was searching for this song, I had a laugh. And actually, Jennifer, I used to be in your quadrant. I used to be. Anybody want to take a guess what quadrant I'm in now? Top left? Top right? Bottom right?
Top right. Top right.
Okay, we'll see later. Jennifer, let me find your song.
Ellen, we cannot hear any song.
So Jennifer, your song is, I gave you that song because let me guess, when you first heard that song, you were like, what song is this? I've never heard of this song before. What on earth did you just play? I played that song because the way analyzers work is like when an analyzer's on the dance floor, say, imagine you're in a club. If you've never heard of the song before, you'll probably be standing there going, how do I dance to this song? I've never heard of this song before. This is not the song for me. No, I'm just going to sit down, or I'm just going to go to the corner. So I just chose a random song that nobody knows. And then I know immediately you went to, what is this song? Oh my God, I've never heard of it. So that's the purpose of me choosing that song. So it's, yeah, analyzers straight. So for everybody in the other quadrants, remember, analyzers are all in their head. So they feel safest in their head here. So you need to give them a plan. Step A, step B, this is what I'm going to do. Supporters is all about feelings and relationships. Hey, how are you? You all right? You good? Togetherness. Right. Now I've got 2 more quadrants, and surprisingly, in the controlling quadrant, there is nobody there. I was so shocked, so shocked. So the bottom left is called the controlling style. So this is my secondary quadrant. This is my number 2. Controlling style. So what is it? It's about driving, being efficient and results. Control. I want to have it my way. I won't let anybody have it their way. That's what a controller is all about. So supporters, you can't stand controllers. They all want control. They all want their. So supporters think think controllers are very insensitive, overbearing. They're like tyrants. They want everything to be done their way. And supporters are all about feelings, right? So you're like, oh my God, why don't these controllers talk to me about what, like, so say for example, supporters, you come back from a holiday. The controller, rather than asking you, hey, how was your holiday? How was your trip to Langkawi? Controllers are straight away, they'll go into, all right, task A, we want you to do this. Task B, you need to do this. Task C, we need to do this. There's no play, straight into results, straight into tasks. Then the supporters will feel like, why didn't we warm up? Why didn't you ask me about my holiday? Analyzers and controllers are quite similar. Also very task oriented. But analyzers have a bit more, they're a bit more patient. They're not so in your face and controlling. So I'm just going to play a song. I know, and I know I'm a secondary controller, but I want you guys to hear this song so you know when you're dealing with a controller, the kind of person you're dealing with. And I'm sure some of you have dealt with some controllers in your life. Give me a second.
And then are you still there?
So take my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way.
There you go. That's the controller. They have a song. It's called My Way because they want everything to be done their way. Nobody else's way is the way apart from their own way. So right now, the supporters are probably going, oh my God, I know so many of these types of people. Oh my God, how to deal with these people are nightmare. Yes. And finally, Dr. Faiz was the only person in this group, in the promoters group. I am in this group too, actually. I am a promoter. So I used to be an analyzer and a promoter. Promoters are very creative, very enthusiastic, very expressive. However, weaknesses, they lack follow through. So if you ask a promoter to meet a deadline, most of the time promoters cannot meet a deadline. Promoters are all over the place. They can be doing one thing and then they can go and do another thing and then they can go and do another thing. And sometimes when they don't get things done their way, they throw tantrums. They get annoyed. They do that. However, promoters are the life of the party. So I'll give you an example. Everybody has sang karaoke before. Promoters are the people that grab the mic and sing every song. They sing every song. They can't stop singing. Controllers, they have to control each song. No, we won't be singing Adele today. No, they will choose all the songs. Supporters will get very connected with the music. Analyzers in the karaoke, they will only sing some songs, not all the songs. If they don't know how to sing the song, they will not sing the song. So if they know Adele, okay, they'll sing Adele. If they're Bon Jovi, they don't know Bon Jovi, they'll take a seat. So promoters are all, very noisy. So analyzers find promoters very annoying. So Jennifer probably finds me quite annoying because I talk so much. Whereas promoters and supporters get along very well because we're all about people. We're all about feelings also. But analyzers are like, oh my God, this guy, please, can you stop talking? Enough already. Because analyzers like their silence. They like to be quiet. They like to read a book. They like to just sit down in the cinema or watch a movie and keep quiet. They like to have a cup of coffee. Promoters are like, ooh, every time. So they just can't, yeah. So yeah, Faiz and myself, this is the kind of song that we would be into. Hang on. All right. So imagine a dance floor and imagine a promoter. All right, so that's a promoter.
Mr. Alan, we lost you.
What promoters will be doing? Promoters will join well. Analyzers will probably be in the corner. Oh God, no, it's not for me. Oh no, you're using it again. Hang on. Everybody hear me?
Mr. Alan, can you hear me?
I'm going to reconnect again. Hang on.
Right.
All right, should be better.
Much better.
Much better, right? All right, so the 4 quadrants. So these are the 4 quadrants of communication. There you go. These are your styles. Take a screenshot of it if you need to. I mean, I'm going to send this later to you guys. So you can see how much of a promoter I am. I even spelt controlling incorrectly. So the analyzers, like Jennifer, will be like, Alan, the spelling is incorrect. Just like the chart at the top, I'm a promoter, right? I'm not about details. I'm all over the place. So there was a label not here, there's a label not there. It's all deliberate. It's all done deliberately. Because promoters are all over the place. That's just who we are. Yep.
Alan, can I ask?
All right, anybody? Yes.
So just now you mentioned, because I'm in the middle, right? So
yeah, I thought you could also be a promoter as well. I thought.
Yeah, I actually thought I sound more like a promoter.
Yeah. So sometimes when we do the scores at that particular point in time, whatever our mood is, we may just suddenly switch. So 5 years ago when I did this, I was an analyzing controller. So I used to use my brain a lot. And then because I'm a creative, so I shifted completely to the opposite quadrant. So now my wife is an analyzer. And I drive her absolutely insane because I'm just so noisy all the time now. So you can imagine, she's like, oh, leave me, please give me some peace and quiet, leave me alone. So yeah, so all of us, so if you're wondering, are you stuck in a particular quadrant? No, you're not. You can shift. You can shift to different situations. If you're a supporter now and you're speaking to a controller, you can shift your energy to communicate with a controller. You're talking to an analyzer, you can shift to an analyzing style. You can shift from quadrant to quadrant to quadrant. It's possible to be it's possible to be everywhere, basically, for different situations and for different people. So anybody, why am I talking about communication styles in relation to leadership? Anyone? Min, any idea?
Probably because the way you communicate also impacts whatever outcome that you want, or how the way people respond to you. So I think that's important.
Yeah, absolutely. Aya, what about you? Oh, you're on mute. Oh, you're still on mute.
Aya, your microphone is off.
Or anybody else? What is the point of communication styles in leadership? Anybody?
Alan, can I also ask,
Yes.
does everyone have a primary and secondary quadrant, or just some are
absolutely.
very
Some people have a primary and secondary. Some people have mainly primary, like primary to the max. So some people, so I'm a promoting controller. So as a promoting controller, I'm noisy, but sometimes I hold back. I control, I stay in control of the situation. But then there are promoting promoters, which are just full out, all out noise. And when that happens to me, I go, oh my God, I take a step back. So that's where my controlling part comes in.
Is it also, do you think in your experience,
Yep.
does it also tie with the type of profession? Like most of us are in the supportive quadrant. Is it probably because we're in education?
Very good question. Yes. So mainly people in the education sector are in the supportive and analyzing styles. Internal. Engineers, analyzers, doctors, a lot of doctors are analyzers. People in marketing, promoters, controllers, your CEO people, you know, the film directors, people that want to keep in control of situations, managers, supervisors, these kinds of people, controllers. Promoters are actors, performers, dancers, these guys. So yes, absolutely. That's why a lot of you are in supportive and analyzing. You know, that's why you're in these quadrants. And I want to reiterate, there's nothing wrong with you or anything like that. That's your style. That's just who you are. So whether you're with your family, so yeah, after today, go and see your partner. Go and just have a look. Observe over the weekend. What is their quadrant? What's your family's quadrant? What's your colleague's quadrant? Have a look. And then when I've sent this document out, then have a look at it, have a read of it. See how you can communicate differently. All right, any questions before I move on?
So do you think a change of job would mean a change of quadrant?
Maybe. Quite possible.
Because you did move from a controlling quadrant to a promoter quadrant, which is quite opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to be in the analyzing quadrant because I used to think a lot. Think so much that even if there wasn't anything, I would think a problem out. I would create problems for myself because I used to think so much. Like literally, like, so you can, what if I put the clothes out now and it rains? What time is it going to rain? What if I can't get back in time? So I'll ask myself these kind of questions. But then I shifted completely because I'm a creative. So I was kind of stopping myself in a way. I was caging myself in the analyzing quadrant. My true quadrant is the promoting quadrant. But because over time I just kept thinking and thinking, and remember just now I talked about self-beat and beating myself up a lot. So I used to do that a lot as a child. Used to criticize myself a lot. Yeah.
May I ask? I'm sorry, I lost control over Microsoft Teams, so I had to leave and come back again. But
No
may I ask, how did you achieve this shift in quadrants? Is it something that you have full control over, or perhaps you condition yourself?
Let me show you. Remember just now we were doing the 9 dots?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Let me share this. Right, these are the 9 dots, we're correct?
Right.
We all did this. So what do the 9 dots say about everybody? There you go. If people were struggling to do it, perhaps maybe you live life very secure, very easy, safe and known within your comfort zone. If you got the correct answer, maybe in life you're taking lots of risks. You embrace failure. You don't mind losing face. You embrace going into the unknown. So leadership is about getting out of the box, coming out of the box. Leaders take crazy risks. Leaders go and do crazy things. We've heard the stories about Airbnb, Spotify, Netflix. You know, Netflix was once rejected by Blockbuster, the video company, and now it's the biggest streaming service in the world because they went out of the box. And so as leaders, it's important for us to get out of the box. No matter how uncomfortable we're going to feel, no matter how many times we fall, or we look bad because we fail or we make mistakes, it's about taking these risks. It's real. So, Aya, if that answers your question.
Yeah, I think you did. In a way, what you're trying to say is we need to be open, perhaps try new things, and in my view, although I'm a bit scared when it comes to trying out or experiencing new aspects in life. However, when I do, it feels good, and then it feels more comfortable with time. So it's something that I encourage everyone to do, experience and then master later on.
Absolutely. And then it comes to this question. What zone is everybody in? Comfort zone, fear zone, learning zone, or growth zone? So this is for everyone to self-reflect. Leaders go into the growth zone. They live their dreams. They go and do crazy things. And this is not about, oh my God, I feel like I'm in the comfort zone or I'm in the fear zone. You know, I'm such a failure. No, not at all. It's an opportunity for you to get out of this zone, to progress step by step, go into the different zones. Any questions? We're going to be finishing very soon, and I mean, we started quite late, so let me just run through these things very quickly with all of you. Honesty. So are you being honest with yourself? And are you being honest with others? If you are avoiding things, why? Why aren't you confronting it with honesty? Whatever it is in your life, whether it's in your career. What's more important than being honest with the people around you? Colleagues, family, are you holding back? If I say this thing, will I hurt the person? Will the person not like me? Will the person be offended? If you're having these kind of conversations, that's stopping you from being a leader. Leaders are honest. A lot of times, leaders are brutally honest. Integrity. Is integrity important to you? You know, trust is like a piece of paper. Got a piece of paper here. Nice and straight. If I crumble this piece of paper, it's not going to look the same anymore. There goes my trust with my colleagues, with my family, with the people around me. Very easy. And that's what a lot of leaders do. They break the trust. Hierarchy or no hierarchy? You know, is it about CEO or not CEO? Can we be a leader and can we be on the same level as everybody else so we can gain everybody's respect? I don't need to say that I'm a CEO or whatever, and you are just an employee. Recently, there was a politician, if not mistaken. He just suddenly turned up to a hospital. He didn't notify anybody. He just went along, no entourage. He just went to go and find out what the hospital was like. But then everybody so then now on social media, everybody's going, wow, that's so amazing. He went down to be like everybody else, like the people. Can you do the same thing as a leader? Win-win. What does that mean? We're so focused on winning and somebody else losing. I win, you lose. University Malaya versus Taylor's College. Chinese versus Malay, Indian versus, you know, all these kinds of things that we see in Malaysia, unfortunately. This party against the other party. What can we do to win-win in situations? You win, I win, we win together. You all work in UM together. How can you win-win together? How can you win with your boss? How can you win with your colleagues? How can you win with everybody? To make this the best educational institution in Malaysia. Win-win. Relationships versus results. What's more important? Supporters will definitely know. Relationships are very important. Controllers will say results are very important. You have to balance. Balance between relationships and results. Too much about results, people will be scared. People won't want to talk to these people, especially controllers. Having empathy, so important. Empathy as a leader. And actually asking people about how's their day, how's their life, how they are, especially during a pandemic. How's your family? How's your health? Talking about human topics. Connecting with people. Get off these kind of things. Blaming people. Pointing fingers at whose fault it is. What's right and what's wrong. These are the things that are very, very sticky in conversations. Good leaders don't focus on blame, fault, right and wrong. Challenge muscle versus relationship muscle is another thing. Challenge too much and people will be scared of you. Too much relationships with people and there won't be enough results. So you have to balance. Enough of challenge, enough of relationship. So you've got to be in between, just like the 4 quadrants. Find the balance. Would you rather be respected or would you rather be liked? What's more important for you? For President Obama, I'd say he prefers to be respected. He doesn't care so much about being liked. And there are some people that are all about being liked, but liked too much, and then sometimes people just lose respect because, yeah, that just happens. It's about balancing. Enabling versus instructing. Just now somebody talked about coaching. Are you asking questions? Are you giving other people the voice? Are you allowing them to think? Even if it takes them 6 hours to come up with the answer. If you tell them it takes you 10 minutes, but you may hamper that person for the rest of their life if you continuously tell them what to do. Yeah, I know you may it may take forever to get them to do something. Ask powerful questions. Not why or how. Those people get very defensive when you ask why. Why are you doing that? Why? Why? People get defensive. How questions, people try and find out what's the mechanism to go and do something. My advice, ask what questions. What can you do right now? What's possible right now? What can you do in this situation? Where can you find this? Where can you find the tools for that? What's next? What? Where? Less of why, less of how. Do you want to focus on problems or do you want to focus on solutions? Focus on problems, create more problems. Focus on solutions. You can move on. There's progress. Sometimes we focus so much on the problems and we spend so little time on solutions. Acceptance. This is a big one. Very, very big. Accept the way things are. Accept that people do things differently to you and myself. This has been my biggest challenge in my life. Why does this person do that? Why isn't this person doing it like this? Why aren't they doing it like me? Accept that people are different. As a leader, everybody is different. Could be people in your family. Why are they like that? Why are they behaving like this? Why are they behaving like that? Acceptance. The sooner you accept, the better life and the better leader you'll become. Gratitude. Very important. I'm always grateful for where I am in my life. As leaders, it's very, very important to be grateful too. I'm grateful that I have a house over my head. I'm grateful that I have food to eat, water to drink. I'm grateful that I'm healthy. I'm grateful for the people around me. Show your gratitude to the people in your team. Hey, I want to appreciate you for being here, being in the team, for all your hard work. I know sometimes it can be really, really hard on you. I know sometimes you're really, really lost. But you know what? Thanks for giving your all. Thanks for giving everything. Listen. I was jumping around in the rooms just now. A lot of you said that a lot of leaders don't listen. Very true. So what's the purpose of listening? The purpose of listening is to listen. Very simple. So just listen right now. In this moment of silence, just listen. Is the fan on? Is the aircon on? Can you hear the birds singing outside of your window? Just be present and listen. I can hear somebody doing renovation nearby. I can hear my fan going. When people are talking to you, really listen, pay attention. Sometimes we're so focused on interrupting and saying what we want to say to that person. We forget to just zip our mouths and just listen. So supporters are very, very good listeners. Promoters, terrible listeners. Controllers, even worse. Controllers don't listen. Controllers just want things to be done their way. And so they only listen to their own way. Two more things. Feedback. As a leader, it's really important to give feedback. Positive, negative. No matter how horrible people may, it may sound, if people give you negative feedback, that's so important for your growth, for your team's growth. People are going to feel uncomfortable hearing feedback that they don't like. We all want to hear praise. We all want to hear, oh, you've done an amazing job. It's so good at what you do. But when it comes to, hey, you can do better here, you can do better there, you can do this better, we get scared, we clam up, we shut down because we don't want to hear this. We do this. We put two fingers in our ears, usually most of the time when we hear negative feedback, because we don't want to be hurt. We don't want to feel negative. And actually that's part of getting out of the comfort zone. To get out of the comfort zone, listen to as much feedback as you can. Talk to people. Hey, what do you think about me as a person? Positive and negative. What am I like as your boss? What am I like as your colleague? Give me some feedback. What am I like as a wife? What am I like as a husband? Listen to all the feedback. This is how you improve. Self-improvement is all about going inside. And finally, the final thing. Legacy. When I die one day, what can I contribute? What would I have contributed to society? To the people around me? You're at UM. You're the best brains in this country. What are you contributing to the people around you? Not just in your fields, your family, the people around you. How do you want to be remembered? For me, my legacy is making a difference to people. I want to make a difference to people. So that they know that they're good enough, that they have a voice, that they find out that they're powerful enough to do whatever they want to do. Self-doubt is going to be there, that's fine. So legacy is very important. You know, in Malaysia, sometimes we don't even talk to our neighbors. I've noticed it ever since I've come here. It shocked me when I first came to Malaysia. I was so shocked. I was like, how? I was brought up in the UK. I mean, I'll go hiking and then we'll go, hey, morning. I don't even know the person. Hey, morning. Hi. Hi, hello. How are you? Hey. People are walking their dog, cat, whatever, pets. Kids on bicycles. Hi, hello, morning. I come to Malaysia, I feel like I smile, I look, I hi, and why do so many people want to just like, I do a lot of this, or we go into the lift. First thing we do in the lift, oh God, I feel awkward. Oh, we look at our phone. We do that. I notice it. I do this sometimes too. So what can you do? Maybe you can make a difference to a stranger. You can go into the lift. Hi, morning. How's your day? On Monday, on campus. Hey, hi, how are you? Hello. Somebody could be going through a horrible day, and the fact that you just spoke and you said hi, maybe you lightened their day up. So yeah, that's me. Anybody have any questions about today so far? I know everybody has a lot to think about now. And it's not a very conventional workshop, I know that. It's not something that you're used to. And that's the purpose, to do something that's completely different. Anyway, I hear there's going to be a feedback form, and I would love to hear your feedback. in this feedback form, be honest. What's good, what wasn't good, be absolutely honest about it. And Alan Khaw's my name. If you want to add me on LinkedIn, yeah, I'm on LinkedIn. We can keep in touch, absolutely. Be friends, why not? I want to thank everybody for coming, actually. And yeah, thanks for spending your time here. Sorry about the technical issues. It's been very challenging using Teams. But yeah, we got through it in the end. I think we spent probably around nearly half an hour just dealing with technical stuff, but we got through it, finally. All right, anybody, any questions or anything? Or any opinions or anything you want to say?
Allow things to reflect from this. For me, so many things to reflect, just kind of like basically on myself, like how I want to go away, what I want to take away from this, how I can better myself as a leader. Yeah, that's for me at least, things to reflect. Yeah, thanks so much.
I want to remind everybody here is a leader. You are all leaders. That's why you're here.
All right. I would like to say thank you, Ellen. I think this is one of the few workshops where I would say that it has met my expectations. Yeah, I like the way you had handled this. In the beginning, I was like, okay, this is a webinar, but somehow why are there so many breakout rooms and so much of activity to do? So used to just, logging in and listening to someone. Thank you so much. This is a very different style of conducting this training, and it's given us something to reflect upon. Yeah.
Thanks. You. Yeah, I didn't want it to be one of those webinars where I just talk the whole time. That's just very boring. Even though I'm a promoter, I love to talk, but I want to hear what you guys say.
Yeah, you made us do all the work.
Yeah. And I want you guys to go and do all the work with the people around you as well. Absolutely. Empower them to think. Just voice out, to speak out. Anybody else have anything to say? By all means, I've had a fantastic time.
I just would like to say thank you, Ellen, for this very interesting and I might say inspiring session. You've given us a lot to think about, especially understanding ourselves and our communication styles. That I didn't see that coming, so I think there is a lot to think about.
Thank you.
Definitely gonna try and experience different things in life to let myself grow. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you. And actually, if you guys want to do some homework, if you want to do something, what I've done in the past is, if I want to do something new or create a new habit, I do it for 21 days. So it can be anything in your life. So maybe when I go out, I wear my slipper with my right foot first. So on day one, I wear my left foot in the slipper first. Then the second day, I go and do something completely different. I'm very lazy to wash the car. I usually just get somebody to wash the car. So maybe on day two, I wash my own car. Day three, I've been wearing glasses for 2-3 decades. So maybe day three, I just wear glasses the whole day. Don't wear glasses the whole day. Get into the habit of doing new things. Maybe in the shower, I wash my hair first. All right, you know what? Today I'm going to wash my face first. Then I'll wash my body, then I wash my head. Get into the habit of doing something new in your everyday life. Yeah. Anybody else have anything to share? I know we're very over time. But I can go on forever. I'm just having so much fun.
Yeah, Ellen, I just want to say thanks. Also, I love the music bit. it it's slightly annoying, but it's also very amusing. So that was something really different. It's nice to have that kind of break in between because you break the monotonous tone of webinars. And of course, I would never thought that song to be in whatever quadrant it is. A lot of self-reflection. And what I love about this webinar, because not a lot of trainers really encourage people to share. And because I like to learn a lot and hearing from my own colleagues, this it's one of the learning experience that I have. So when you encourage them to share, it's nice to hear similarities, maybe things that we go through together or the way we think are similar. And also the feeling of togetherness among colleagues are also improved in this kind of session because you've made it that way. So I wanted to say thanks to you for facilitating that, and thanks to everyone for sharing as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you everybody for sharing. Yeah, that's what I get people to do. When people are shy, sometimes getting people to write is the best, because then when you're writing, you are in your own bubble, you're in your own world. And then when you go into a breakout room or into a small group, when more people share, and then when there's more common topics and commonality, then people feel that bond. And then when you go to the big group, then so it's kind of like a warming people up for the big thing in some way. So maybe this could be something that you use when you're with your teams as well. Maybe could be possible. Thanks for your feedback so far, everybody. Anybody else? If there's anything, or if there isn't anything, go and have lunch.
Yeah, Ellen, we are very hungry now.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Ellen, for facilitating this session. And I also would like to thank everybody for joining and also participating this session. I hope that you have enjoyed and also benefited from these activities. And I hope that you have made this session meaningful and fruitful. And please don't forget to fill in the feedback form for us. And as I inform all of you, there's another webinar coming this 30th September. So I hope that all of you can join us and make the session meaningful and also fruitful again. With that, I thank you again, Mr. Allen and everybody. Stay safe and stay healthy.
One more thing, Dr. Ilhami.
Yeah.
Can we have a group photo?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Okay. And if anyone wants to turn on their camera, please do so.
Yeah, promoters are all about. Let's make sure my hair is all right. Oh, this is a promoter just, yeah.
Okay, is everyone ready? Okay. Smile, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wait, can we have another one? Hold on. Hold on, please give me a minute. Okay. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, great.
Thanks everybody for coming.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. And remember, you can move from quadrant to quadrant. Remember.
Bye.